and that's why they're in the losers bracket. But that was a while ago. They've made it all the way back to this point, and hopefully they can surmount this series and get this victory to move on to tomorrow.
However, when I look across this Gosu Crew Blue roster, Ferro 2 Clutch, Dali, Impulsion, and Cyan, I'm not calling them Arena Kids, but certainly it is.
Did you say Scion?
Pardon? Cyan.
Saiyan.
Cyan.
Super Saiyan, Super Scion.
Cyan.
Okay.
You're not liking that? Is this a British
thing?
I'd say Cyan, personally.
No comment.
No?
Sim says a lot of weird words.
No,
Cyan.
You said bugger earlier.
Said
that
what?
was weird. Bugger?
That wasn't me.
Aside is confirming I'm right.
You said
I appreciate that.
So are we going Cyan?
No, we're going to go with Saiyan.
Okay.
Survey
Anyways.
says.
All right.
Survey says. I'm not sure.
Survey
Let us know what you think.
Yeah, Family Feud.
Let us know what you think in the Twitch chat or on Twitter and tweet the hashtag HaloWC. Okay, so it's getting late here too, and this is actually important.
Let's get back on track.
Because a lot of these players and teams are playing a lot of matches.
Yep.
But wow, I hear the crowd. The crowd's excited.
That must mean the game is starting.
Let's get into this next match. It's Gosu Crew Blue against Virtuosity. Who's going to take it? Who's going to advance to tomorrow? We're about to find out here at the Halo World Championship 2017 Las Vegas qualifier. Let's go over to the commentary desk with Walshy and Strongside.
Thank you, Axel Toss. We are going to kick this one off with Gilkey from Virtuosity Gaming. He's trying to go down low for that camo, but looks like he's meeting quite a few grenades. Looks like that camo may have been burned as I look across all the screens and do not see it in anyone's hands.
And that's going to be 3 down for Gosu, but you're going to see Gilkey fall. So over to Piles. Piles does have the camo. Let's see if he's going to be able to make a move into the base here. Potentially get maybe a help to get a flag grab here. He will pick up a kill at top middle and stay alive. So really taking advantage of this combo. Camo and railgun. This is an absolutely deadly combo when you get a hold of this. You do not want to be on the receiving end when you know there's a guy wandering around the map with camo and railgun. That's going to be 2 down. A player spawns in the base. He's going to lock and load, take him down. 2 down again for Gosu as they start to spawn up. Spotting a guy top middle. Can they get this flag moving? Spots another guy at front red, but no flag really being moved during this entire time. Gilkey dies in the window. I would have loved to see that flag moved a little bit more there.
I felt like Piles did a really good job just going for the slays, being in great position, knocking down players, but it just felt like whichever teammate of his was at the base did not run that fast enough or took a bad route because they got picked off immediately as they went towards that front window and they needed to take a safer route because Piles doing a great job blocking the spawns over at Generator, just creating a great opportunity with that camo railgun, and it was kind of all for nothing, and those are the situations you have to take advantage of.
Yeah, missing an opportunity. That, I mean, potentially that could be a missed flag cap, and you could be up 1-0 right now. But nonetheless, Gilkey's staying alive here at his base, trying to give some cover. A player sneaking up behind him. That's going to be Saiyan. Saiyan will pick up the kill. Gilkey will fall, and Saiyan trying to stay alive, but Piles will take him down. Over to Dali, also known as Dali Llama. If you play with him online, grew up a little bit in the Halo scene here, playing with this guy online a little bit, and definitely a good kid, and it's cool to see him still around competing. But Dali trying to stay alive right here, backing up to his teammates, doing a classic little bait and switch, just coming back, staying alive. Teammate swaps in, takes the move. But now we're going to see if they can make a push into the base. Neither team really able to even get a flag going.
Yeah, this is a really tough situation, and I feel like Dali, after his teammates gets picked off, he just needs to reposition, get some higher ground, because right now he's kind of given up all the territory they had taken up before. He had just pushed all the way forward over into the VG base and then had to push back, but it's just kind of this back and forth where I feel like he's given up a bit too much territory. And we see Dali eventually taken down, so we will just get off the spectator mode and jump on with Implosion, who has this camo. This is the second camo of the game. This time not in the hands of Pile/BG, so we're going to see what Implosion does with this camo and eventually gets taken out as he is shoulder charging into the front of the base.
All right, over to Saiyan now. Let's jump into a listen-in, though, with this crew to see how Gosu's communication is playing out.
I got him. He reeled me. He's on a flag. I'm flagging top mid right now. Live one. Two agent. Nice, Joey. Absolute gen. I spawned elbow. One shot agent. Gen still. He's back right. One shot still. Gen's dead. I need an agent. I sticky low. Guys, get out of our base. I sticky has a shot right now. I'm pushing to you one. I'm in the tree. One over here. House. Watch your saddle. Two shots. We gotta push nades. I'm going high. Double. That's down.
They're going to third. No. They're going. Nice. Going for real. They're wall. One's going rail.
I got rail. Bottom in. Two bottom in low. Rail gonna go right now. One bottom in. Two bottom in. What time is Camel? Rail bottom in.
Camel 32.
Down. Trees, weak piles. I gotta live. I'm watching the tree right now. Watch Camel, guys. Camel
32.
To the bridge.
Hey, our silo, help me out. I got this.
And that's going to be the Gosu Crew Blue. Listen in there as you're hearing some ecstatic call-outs here. Very back and forth. I mean, that's a lot different from some of the other teams that we've heard throughout today's competition. We've heard the Calm and Collective, but definitely Gosu Crew just keeping up that intensity. Sometimes that works out for a team. It's not the wrong thing to do. Your teammates have just got to be able to process that information.
Yeah, you all have to match the same cadence and level of volume, because if you have one person screaming out every single one of the callouts, even if it isn't as pertinent or as important, that can throw off your whole rhythm. And so if you have the whole team screaming out almost every call out, it equals each other out. And you notice how during that time you didn't see these players panicking. You'd hear them say, one-shot Treehouse, and some saying they're watching Treehouse. So you still notice how they're still doing small talk, even though it's being screened.
All right, we're going to stay here with Impulsion. Actually switch over to Dally now as Impulsion was taken down. But something I'm noticing a lot about this Gosu Crew, they're not getting any height advantage here. They're staying around the bottom middle area and not really making any opportunities to push up towards top mid and make a move into the base. Piles finds a player. He'll get some help from Nexium. Nexium takes down Saiyan. Piles now trying to make a move here to get this flag going, but he's going to be taken down as well. And that's going to be 3 down for Virtuosity Gaming, still not able to get a flag.
And that's the second or third time that we've seen Piles push over towards the opposing generator to block those spawns. So even though they haven't been able to transition that into a flag capture or even get the flag very far, they're setting themselves up for success. One of these is going to turn out just fine once they get the spawns pushed out of the base and they get the actual kills.
All right, Gilky's got to go clutch here, and he does that exactly. Triple kill for Gilky and some body disgrace. Don't know about that yet because the game is not anywhere near being over right now, nor is the series. But Impulsion comes in with the railgun, spots Gilky, takes him out. Gilky.
That's the second time.
That's the second time indeed, and gets the camo. This is the combo we were just talking about, and he's been able to get this multiple times in this game.
Yes, and now with their 1-0 flag lead, Impulsion with this railgun camo. I want to see what his plan is, because right now it looks like he is kind of playing slightly defense. No, sorry, he's over at the opposing base. So good job by Impulsion, but I'm not sure about this premature flag grab. I feel like he should have waited till he got a kill. He must have great communication from his team, telling him where the rest of the members are, because I feel like that was a high-risk play when you have camo and railgun.
Yeah, but you do see 2 players from VG fall, and they will get that second cap, going up 2-0.
Huge props to Impulsion there. I don't think that's a play I would have made back in the day. I would have hesitated to grab that when I had all the power weapons. It's just such a tough decision to make because you have so much to lose, and it's such a risk too, especially when you're up in the flag game.
That's going to be a nice trade there from Impulsion, though, making sure that he does not give away any railgun ammo and gets the trade, not letting the player sneak away. Dally spots a player. That's going to be Gilky. Plays a bit aggressive there. Gilky will take him down. Now Gilky staying alive. You're going to see Sane take down Pies in the kill feed. And then you've got Pharaoh picking up some help there, getting the close call. You're going to have to try and close this out, or maybe just play a little bit of defense and go for slays. You got about 4 minutes. I mean, you're already this far into the game. And it took a while to get that first cap on the board, so we're going to see this can potentially turn around for VG, but not looking good. That was a 4 down for a moment. And I believe they're starting to push into the base maybe to get this flag.
Yeah, they're in great shape. I was just going to ask you, Strongside, if you're in this position at the moment, you run this final flag, do you try to force and finish off the final flag cap, or are you just going for slays?
You gotta finish off the flag. I mean, it depends. I mean, if you're going for slays, trying to pick up some stats, I mean, it all depends. But in a moment like this, you just want to finish it off just like that, 3-0. maybe there were some times back in the day where you felt pretty confident in a series and slays did happen.
Well, I'm not just saying just going for total stats and just trying to kill over and over, but what I was trying to allude to was, in many cases, if you have a 2-0 flag lead and things are already going in your favor, I usually like to try to let the other team make a few mistakes so that you can get those kills and then try to push on that objective afterwards.
Okay, I can agree with that. I can agree with that. Pick up a few slays, let them kind of bait them into you, or have them make the mistakes, and then you make your opportunity to.
Yes.
move
There's
into
no
get
need
that
to force the action and try to force a scrappy flag cap or anything like that until things are already going your way. But tell me what's going on with these stats.
Let's take a look at the stats. We got 14 assists from Pharaoh, 10 assists from Dally. A lot of assists. I actually we always take a look at the kills, assists, and deaths. Let's take a look at the flag grabs here. 2 flag grabs from Impulsion, 2 from Dally, and 1 from Sane. So 5 flag grabs total. And on the other side, 4 total. 1 from Gilkey and 3 from Nexium. So not able to capitalize on any of those flag grabs. And we saw one that was grabbed, but it wasn't moved out of the base. They didn't get it moving. There was 2 down, and you got to get that flag going.
Yeah, we saw 2 different times where Piles was over at the opposing generator in a great position, especially the time where he had Camo Railgun over in that position. But as you talked about, the flag never moved very far. So it seems like some problems going on from the Virtuosity gaming side because they either need to cover that flag carrier better or the flag carrier needs to take a safer route.
Yeah, I mean, it all depends. Like, there may have been some miscommunication. Your team really has to have, like, multiple routes that we're going to take. It's pretty much like running a play. Hey, we're going to be running the flag through bottom mid. We're going to be running the flag through the treehouse. Your team then knows exactly where they should be, what they should be doing, what routes they should cut off, where the opponents are going to be spawning. But let's take a look at the series layout. We just saw a quick, a long 3-0, and we're going into game number 2, which was going to be Eden Slayer. Definitely, I'm going to enjoy this one. I don't think we've seen Eden Slayer today yet, at least from what I have cast.
Yeah, I have not casted in Eden Slayer just yet, but this is here we are in Open Losers round number 5. So gonna see how these teams handle with Sniper Touch being on the map. This last one I don't know if we really saw one team or the other severely controlling Camo / Railgun because we saw it in both hands. We saw it in the hands of Pile. We saw it in the hands of Impulsion. I think Impulsion made about equivalent work with it compared to Piles, that very first Camo Railgun, but just seems like the Gosu crew blue actually capitalized on those slays. They knew how to collapse in, get the flag out without dying, and push that flag across the map.
Without a doubt. Who do you want to start things off with? Who do you think's going to be picking up the sniper here from either squad?
Ooh, that one's really tough for me to guess. So one player we haven't really looked at much during this last game was Thrust. So let's see what Thrust from Virtuosity Gaming can do at the start of this game.
All right, we're going into Slayer on Eden. This is game number 2, 50 kills to win. We've got Sniper, we've got Rockets. Let's see what players are going to be able to get control of this Sniper early in the game as Gilkey makes his way straight over to there. If we can move over to Gilkey and check out what he's up to, maybe he's going to help out. And actually, we'll jump into Observer mode as well to see where all these players are at. You see one player pushing on Gilkey here over at Blue Base, going for a no-scope. And you know what? I don't like that. I'm not a fan. He knew that player was coming because a teammate did die over there. So he was getting the call out, and he was just kind of queuing up for a no-scope. In that type of opportunity, maybe just get a pre-nade. Maybe just pull out the pistol and go for the easier kill there.
Yeah, majority of the best snipers I see in the game are the ones who knows how to pick and choose their battles. They go for the no-scopes when they are forced to, and right there, Gilkey could have, like you said, repositioned or just pushed way back towards Blue Bend. There's just a lot of different options there to not force himself in a no-scope or die situation.
All right, staying here with Thrust as he pushes up. He's got the rockets, though, in his back pocket. Goes for the kill, not going to be able to connect. He'll get splinter grenaded over to Gilkey now as he is next to a teammate getting ready to make a push over towards Turbine. He will get hit by some brute plasma rifle shots there, but have that sniper rifle. So let's see. He kind of rotated all the way around the map. Let's see if he's going to be able to spot any players from across the way. Just making some jumps around here, potentially getting a call out. That's one, going for 2. Yes, He does connect it. Rockets are down. almost pokes back out for the third one. Does a better job there at staying alive. Exactly the play you want to be making.
And just picking and chooses his battles right here. Now, he was in a situation there where he had to go for that no-scope. But prior to that, he did a really good job backing down, pushing over into red base, and hitting those nice shots on red bend. So much better positioning from Gilkey there the second time around with the sniper rifle.
So that sniper rifle, I believe, is still sitting down over there. No player has gone. Actually, Saiyan has just picked it up, so let's jump over to him. He's going to spot a player. Top catwalk! He'll take off his face. That's Thrust going down. That's going to be it for that sniper ammo, though. We've got rockets coming up. But let's jump over to someone over on the blue team. Let's check out Thrust. We haven't heard too much from these guys yet today, so let's jump to a listen in with Virtuosity Gaming.
Look at me. 3 of them look at me. I'm top blue tower now.
Watch out. Watch out, blue stairs. 3 of them. 3 of them.
Nobody's got an LR.
Chasing me, bro.
I killed LR. Let's go.
Nice shot, bro.
Where's Rockets at? Where's Rockets at? Where's Rockets at?
I know they fell.
I got one. I got Rockets. I got
blue. Watch blue cage. I'm
Yo,
out.
Ryan, watch me. I'm gonna go to tower with these rockets. Watch me. Watch me.
Top tower right now. I'm looking at you.
Oh no,
Right there.
dude, I'm no shield.
Stay alive. They're going to go top cat or something.
One shot in tower. Ryan, back up. No deaths. Ryan, do not
By
die.
yourself outside. Blue tower, 1 shot.
Getting shot by Hydra outside.
Old camo. Old camo, 1 shot.
Look at you.
He didn't die. He's in cat.
130. Coming blue stairs, guys, blue stairs.
Old camo again.
Blue stairs, absolute.
Old camo weak.
Yo,
One shot bottom mid, absolute. Two guys bottom mid on the silo, There's 2
Weak
guys
on,
pushing
weak on blue battery, guys. 2 there.
one shot bottom mid.
Just live.
Bottom cat, dude.
We're 2 dead.
Bottom cat, one shot.
Make sure you live, go.
Try, go.
Okay, I'm here looking at Sam.
Push up and help him.
I'm here with you.
Let's soar blue door files.
Stay alive.
I'm dead. Front blue.
3
3 in blue,
guys.
3 in blue. Leave, leave,
Blue
leave,
battery.
leave.
Blue battery. Shoot the barrel.
I'm nading your blue door, Vic.
Weak. Bottom. Front steps, Vic.
They have snipe.
One shot.
One shot here.
Front steps. No, we killed the snipe. Nice.
There's another guy in blue.
Snipe.
Blue plat sniping. Blue plat. Go to red. Go to red.
Alright. Outside blue.
I'm just staying alive here.
Nice kill, nice
Dip,
kill.
Vic, dip.
Try to get out of there.
Your barrels are up there. Get out of there.
Oh, nice try. Nice try.
Yo, we need to get rockets.
Yes,
They have a snipe.
Red plat. Half
Yeah,
shield
one
sniping.
blue,
Or blue plat. Blue plat.
Are we going for
sniping.
rockets? It's in 10 seconds. Get out of here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go pit. I'm gonna go
Weak
pit.
outside red. Outside blue. I need help out here. Someone come out here.
I'm out here. I'm out here.
There you heard it from Virtuosity Gaming. They're saying, get out here. Rockets are coming up. We need to get everyone out here. But you're going to see Piles go down with those rockets. Does have a teammate nearby. That is going to be Gilkey, I believe, but he can't seem to find those rockets, and he's going to go down. Let's actually move over to Saiyan. Saiyan has rockets and sniper. The T2 combo. Don't see this very often, and he will actually drop off the rockets for a teammate, as definitely the smart play there, especially on such a big map here. And
Yeah, he'll wisely drop it because I don't see why anyone would ever use that combo.
I think it was a popular combo in H1. That was like the go-to combo.
It is absolutely a great combo when you have it. However, you put a lot of pressure on yourself in these sort of games where these weapons don't come up nearly as often. And it's just too risky, I feel like, here in Halo 5 with the movement mechanics. So it's wise, I felt like, of saying to drop those once he had some safety to give it to his teammate, who is now, I believe that's Impulsion, who has the rockets. Now, one thing I want to point out earlier, though, during that listening with Virtuosity Gaming was they once had Sniper over at Blue Catwalk, or I should say the opposing team had Sniper at Blue Catwalk, and you heard their call out saying they have Sniper at Blue Catwalk, get to red. And I was a little confused about that because that seemed like an odd strategy to try to give more distance to the Sniper. So I'm not sure if that was just a slight miscommunication or what their intention was there, maybe to cover up some more map and shoot the Sniper from a couple different angles. But that was a weird call out or a difference in strategy that was a little, I guess, questioning.
Yeah, you want to definitely put pressure and try and infiltrate that and get that to your team. So yeah, that is a little bit weird. Maybe miscall out, but maybe not. And that could be one of the reasons that they're struggling. Maybe it comes down to just a few little strats that they don't know exactly what to do in certain situations. But Saiyan has been doing a great job with this Sniper and keeping it in his team's hands. And he'll finally go down, but does have a teammate spawn right nearby who's going to pick up that. And that's going to be Impulsion. So Impulsion has Sniper. We've got Thrust with Sniper. And I believe Thrust just sniped his own teammate over there. Check that out in the kill feed. Sniped Piles by accident as trying to snipe another player across the map. So they're down by 5. He's got a good amount of ammo here, but over on the other side, Impulsion is, Saiyan has the sniper as well. So we've got 2 snipers in here. Let's jump into observer mode to see where these players are at. See if we can get this nice sniper battle going here.
Yeah, this next kill is going to be very crucial. We're going to see a situation where they can possibly get this pick and then transition and get the next set of sniper, because both these snipers have a healthy amount of ammo. So even if Saiyan lost it, 4 bullets is a significant amount. Got that pick. I'm not sure who he just picked off there, but I believe that was the opposing sniper. So this is going to be the collapse from the Gosu Crew Blue. The exact amount of kills they want, and they're going to possibly be able to get that second sniper, and they do. Dolly and Saiyan both have snipers in their hands.
We've got the Hydra in Pharaoh's hands. We've got the sniper in Saiyan, sniper in Dali's hands. These guys are just a powerhouse machine right now. 36-27. Saiyan picks up the battle rifle, takes it all the way back to blue. This is where you want to have the sniper. Got to be careful of those barrels. He immediately knew. He's like, I got to get out of here.
I thought it was a little overreaction there, using the grenade to take out the barrels. I usually just use a BR shot, but he just wanted to make sure once and for all those barrels were gone.
So Saiyan's going to hang back here. And actually, take a look at this. So you see all the guys from VG just hanging out at red, but what their opportunity is here to turn this around is to get these rockets and to try and push over by that blue corner. I'd love to see Saiyan maybe make his way around over towards that side and give some cover over there by that area. But look, Dalai Lama's got a sniper as well, and he's picking up a good amount of kills over here. And I believe they may have gotten the rockets as well. What a shot by Saiyan.
Hat trick right there. So now we have 2 snipers still in the hands of Gosu Crew Blue and the Rockets. This is looking like their game to lose at the moment with a 12-kill lead and all the power weapons.
Over to Dali. Dali dies with the sniper as well. This would be a heck of a comeback. Pharaoh's got the rockets. Picks up, doesn't get that double kill. You're going to see, I believe that is going to be Piles with the sniper and rockets. See what he's going to be able to do here. He's going to rotate all the way back over by his teammates, trying to keep these weapons as near as possible. So if he does go down, he's got his teammates here to pick them up.
Well, the biggest problem right now is 10 seconds, new snipers coming up, but Gosu Crew Blue, they had the kills, or sorry, Virtuosity, they had the kills, yet they didn't rotate over to blue. They had the weapons and the kills, so that's a little surprising. They need to be thinking one step ahead. They just seem to always be living in the moment, trying to get those last scrap-up kills while they can, whereas Gosu Crew Blue are staying up over red and actually have the new sniper.
Yeah, that was a free sniper just given to them. Dali didn't even get contested, so they only need 4 kills right now. This is where we see everybody sit with the sniper rifle. This is where you get the sight lines. This is where you have a lot of escapability routes as well. And you have all of your teammates that are easily able to just completely surround you. Rockets coming up. Dali's looking to maybe make a rotation over there. Slowly kind of going over there as 2 players on his team are kind of battling out for control of the rocket area.
This is a bit of a stickler move, but if I was in this situation, I would first off waste about a clip of this ammo. One of the only ways we're going to really see Virtuosity get back in this game is if they get control of this near full sniper. At this point, Gosu Crew Blue, they're only 4 kills away from winning. You don't need 10 sniper bullets to close it out. Like I said, that's a bit of a stickler notice, but I've been in situations like that before where I can tell the opposing team's based on Sanctuary or something, and I want to waste as much sniper ammo as possible just to make sure the opposing team can't come back. So, huge closeout right there from Gosu Crew Blue. That is a 2-0 lead in this series. They might be securing themselves a spot in the championship bracket tomorrow.
Yeah, and we saw right there at the end of that match, they were just scattered themselves around the Rockets. So these guys were just able to get control of all those power weapons, and so many power weapon kills. Here, let's take a look at the stats. Got 12 assists here from Pharaoh, 15 kills from Saiyan, 14 from Dahlia. Let's take a look real quick. This guy had 5, actually he only had 5 headshots. Thought he had more than 5 headshots. But regardless, he did have the sniper for quite some time. Let's take a look at a replay package here from Saiyan, see exactly what he was doing throughout that game.
Just sniping over at red window. Any little peek someone made out from an edge, he was just able to rip off those faces. So great position all around from Saiyan, and even just hitting the shots, ridiculous shots when he needs to. One thing to note from that, though, is very rarely was he actually being shot in those situations. And that just goes to show how good of a job he was working with his team. His teammates were distracted. He was positioning himself in great spots Whereas when we saw the sniper in the hands of Gilkey, for example, on Virtuosity, he was sometimes up front and center, like over at blue 2, putting himself in a do-or-die situation.
Yeah, I mean, you really gotta you gotta change some of these things, and that we've seen previously what they were doing earlier in the tournament. I casted a match that VG was competing in, and they were making very similar mistakes. Obviously, you can't just change everything in one day. It takes a good amount of practice, just implementing stuff time and time again, just doing it over and over and over. And once you put yourself in these situations so many times, you're gonna figure it out. You're gonna learn. But taking a look here at the series layout, the Rig Strongholds is going to be the next match. There you see it. If the Gosu Crew Blue can close this out, they will be moving on to tomorrow. Losers Bracket 6, which will be the match that can make or break their hopes of being in the championship bracket.
Yes, so they'd still have one more match to win tomorrow if they close this one out. But this is the most important one. At any single moment, we could see Virtuosity Gaming take a game, take a couple games before they know it. They could be at game number 5, Regret Slayer.
We looked at what happened here on Fathom CTF. That was a 3-0, although the game did start out quite slow for both teams. We're going into another objective. Makes me worry a little bit here for the Virtuosity Gaming crew. If the Gosu Crew Blue is going to be able to just kind of get a hold of Railgun, get a hold of that camo, and keep that in their power throughout the matches, as they did on Eden Slayer with the power weapons. It's not going to look good here for the guys on not going to look good for the guys on Virtuosity Gaming.
Yeah, they have their work cut out for them, and a couple of the first game types they had, though, are some more teamwork-oriented maps. So maybe their lack of practice together, how long they've been together, could be hurting them a bit. Look off the start, we have Impulsion grabbing that railgun, trying to peek down through Whitehall and get a pick in the basement.
And not only that, he picks up railgun. Dowley has the camo as well, so they're already starting off with all control here on this map. They didn't get a stronghold, but they're just getting everything in their control, picking up some slays, and then going for these captures. You'll see a player over by the nest. You got a player here picking up the basement stronghold, and now they're about to get 2.
One thing I want to point out, too, is Gosu Crew Blue, they spawned inside at the start of the match. However, they shifted towards outside. They favored that area much more. You notice that they didn't sacrifice and put any players in the BR base at the start. They would much rather send everyone out, because at the beginning, whether or not they have the first stronghold captured, that's more so going to determine if they're either getting some early points, if they only get one of those strongholds, or if they're having a trip cap. Instead, they opt to go for the safe play, and they decide to try to focus everything on nest and basement.
All about getting that map control in the early part of the game here. You're going to see Impulsion get that reset. Nice play from him, just kind of hanging back on that back rail. They pick up the trip cap. Now they're going to start putting some pressure here on BR base, try and get these players out. Impulsion still has 2 shots left in the railgun. Players all over his radar. Finds a player down below who's going to take that back ninja rail. And 2 players just hanging out below him. Picks up 1 kill. Getting pushed here by another one, by a 3rd player.
Wow.
Picks up the double. What a play by Impulsion.
I like this play, too. He instantly puts on the pressure, goes for BR base. I'd like to see him rotate back towards outside in case they spawn over at Old Carbine Corner. And that looks like exactly what he's going to do. He's going to push towards the snipe hole or towards these catwalks and push outside and put some pressure on.
Yeah, and he's got his teammates right there helping him out as well. That's going to be 2 down for VG as they start to spawn up, but Impulsion falls over to Dowley. That railgun is coming up. What a move. Nice switcheroo. Bait and switch, going for the reversal there on top of that. Not going to be able to get it. He'll get taken down by another player. That camo is up, though, along with that railgun being picked up by Nexium. Pharaoh not able to get that. Gilkey on the off screen hits an overkill. Let's get over to him. Almost getting that kill tack right there. So close, but Gilkey will finally fall.
So that is a good and bad sign. Good sign that Gilkey got an overkill. Bad sign that even after he got an overkill, they still don't have strongholds under control. They're down 51-1, even though they had camo and they had an overkill.
Without a doubt, Nexium picking up a kill here with the railgun camo combo. This is maybe something that can help them turn this around. He's stopping the trip cap, but we'll see exactly what he's going to be able to do with this.
Yeah, we're going to have to see what work he can make. I mean, it seems like he's a little hesitant between pushing back and forth over here. Now, one problem is he misses that shot, gives up that death when he had the power up and the power weapon. I was going to hope more so that he pushed out on the offensive, going out towards outside and taking up a bit more ground.
All right, over to Saiyan right now. These guys are just making this map look like it is their best map right now with how dominant they're playing, 67-3. You know what? Let's jump into a listen in with the Gosu Crew Blue and see what their chatter's like.
Turn this. Turn this. Shoot, another one long haul. I got one nest, one more nest. We gotta get nest. One more nest, nest need two, white hole. That's the way. Make carry now. Sorry, you guys. Make carry white hole. By yourself. I'm watching BR. That's white hole.
Let's go, by yourself. Scatter shot it.
I need help.
New rail.
I'm gonna help now.
You gotta live one.
I got the BR reset.
That's one shot right now. That's one shot. One's white hole. He's going mechanic going white. Mechanic going white. 2 white. Long off. Scatter.
I got rail.
Nice. Watch you two.
Listen,
One hole now. One hole. Charge one hole.
Got one.
Watch out.
Yeah, basement. Get basement.
Crouching. White.
Back cat. Open field. I got him. One for cam on. One for cam on. I got it. We got it. Cam on 38. I'm gonna stop BR. They're gonna get. 3 BR going on 1.
There you heard it, the Gosu Crew Blue keeping their call-outs up, keeping that constant communication that helps keep all of them informed. Definitely something a lot of teams, even pro teams, you hear them talk about how their communication isn't always there. It's very different here for the Gosu Crew Blue. They are keeping that constant communication up the entire match in every single game. Pharaoh now with the railgun. Spots a teammate nearby needing some help. Goes for the long-range railgun through the tiny little sight line. Turns around, picks up the headshot there. What a kill there from Pharaoh onto Piles. But they're still losing, or they're still burning some points here right now. But now they picked up a few kills. They're able to slowly turn things back around and now potentially get things back in their favor.
Yeah, looks like they're getting slay by slay, but we are seeing Virtuosity kind of claw back in like you stated. One thing I'm noticing is even though we went to the listen-in and we heard a lot of communication, it felt like a lot of individualized call-outs, just people calling out where there's a one-shot or calling out what they were doing, rather than talking about times where they could help a teammate, saying, hey, I have your help over this way, or I'm with you, or stay alive or back down. Just felt like a lot of individual plays. But it is still important to keep up the communication no matter what you're doing, talking about where you're going, where there are people weak. But I guess I was desiring a little bit more there during that listen-in.
All right, they do gain control back here on the Gosu Crew Blue. They start putting a few more points back on the board. Impulsion not even going for that bottom hill, and he decides to go for the railgun, so good play by him as he knows his players are going to spawn up behind him to be able to pick up that, so it looks like they may be able to get a trip cap here.
One thing I like about that play by Impulsion, though, is generally if you start to spawn on inside and near that bunker, your first move isn't just grabbing that BR base immediately. In some cases, you want to start to take up a bit more presence on the map, whether it's getting that top tower, whether it's getting a railgun, or getting towards Whitehall so that you can't get collapsed on fully at the bunker. So I like that play, but it was a little surprising that he kind of doubled back towards window or helped with BR base after already committing to taking up more ground.
Virtuosity Gaming closing in, only down by 30 points now. Staying still with some camo, trying to help out capturing the nest. Lays down some cover fire here. Not going to be able to pick up the kill. Using that camo perfectly, staying alive, jumping up to the little sneaky ledge right here. He's going to start making his push out as they lose BR base. Still not able to control 2 strongholds. Virtuosity Gaming is just hanging on by a thread. These guys are not giving up.
This is a lucky, fortunate flank right there. Pharaoh getting a triple kill there with partial distraction from his teammate down in the basement. Trying to go for that overkill, trying to be like Gilkey, is not able to pick it off as his teammate Sane gets that kill. 89-60 lead for Gosu Crew. They just need 10 more points to close out the series.
These guys are very close to taking this one home, and if they do win, yes, they play one more match. Losers bracket 6 tomorrow, and that will be the deciding match here for Champ Bracket. The loser, it looks like it may be Virtuosity Gaming, will be going home in their hopes of making it to Champ Bracket and fighting for a Halo World Championships final spot. Could be all but over. You're going to see the Gosu Crew Blue take this one home 3-0, closing that match out 100-60.
Huge, huge series for them. Props to both squads right there, but that was just Gosu Crew's match, the entire match. I mean, the entire time they were always seemingly in control, even times where we'd see outslaying from Virtuosity Gaming's end. it just felt like they still kept a presence on the map, whether it was killing players like Piles over in their generator on Fathom CTF, or if it was times where Gilkey gets an overkill on Rig strongholds, yet they're still able to keep 2 of the strongholds.
Yeah, definitely something going on there where someone's not making the right move on going to capture a stronghold in that time. But great play, though, from the guys here on Gosu Crew Blue. Virtuosity Gaming definitely going to take that back to the books and kind of learn from those mistakes there. And sometimes that's a very simple thing, like you just talked about. He gets an overkill. Why is nobody going for a stronghold? Why are we not capturing a stronghold? How are they still holding 2 strongholds? We just got all 4 down. But on the other side, Gosu Crew Blue, I mean, they were playing everything right, I guess, to take that advantage against Virtuosity Gaming, and it just kind of happened to go in their favor because those few more mistakes from Virtuosity Gaming just helped them out.
Yeah, and you're going to start to see that sometimes at the top of the AM brackets where you're going to see different mistakes being exploited further or not being punished. And I felt like in certain cases where Gosu Crew Blue made a few mistakes, it went fairly unpunished, whereas I feel like if they're playing against a top pro team and they had all 4 down, they wouldn't have not only just gotten the strongholds back, but they would have put them on the spawn trap and continued to grab up more time. So great job to both squads, but they have, I would say Gosu Crew Blue has their work cut out for them. So this is the first step in their journey towards the championship bracket.
Yeah, all right. Well, that's going to be it for Walshy and myself. We're sending it back to the analyst desk. Over to you, Alex.
Thank you, Strong Side and Walshy. The Gosu Crew Blue advancing to Saturday over Virtuosity. Virtuosity going to have to go home. That was loser bracket play. Losers out. Sorry, it's how it works. I don't make the rules. They made the rules before the tournament started. Double eliminations. That's how it works. Anyway, Axeltoss, Sims, Ghost. 3-0 for the Gosu Crew Blue. Pretty convincing victory there. They got to be feeling good going into tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they definitely have to. I mean, you heard how loud they got, I think, numerous times over. Almost a little bit too loud for my liking, Sims.
Yeah.
The thing that I'm looking forward to is that they were a little bit almost rude at one point, and I'm curious to see if they bring that into champ bracket, because there's a lot of professional people